video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make 3D Fortnite thumbnails using Blender instead of SFM. Last time I did how to make 3D Fortnite thumbnails tutorial, I used an app called SFM, Source Filmmaker. This time we're going to be using a software called Blender. A lot of people are switching to Blender from SFM just because, like, this thumbnail right here on my wallpaper, it's more, I don't know how to explain it. It's not as realistic, I guess you could say, and it's different. Blender is just better quality and stuff in general. For example, like, you can make, let me show you like a clean thumbnail you can make. Like, if you notice, like, it's better, like the render quality and stuff in Blender is way better. But let's get right into the tutorial. So the first thing that you're gonna need to do is open up Chrome. Once you have Chrome open, just go ahead and type Blender 2.8 download. Once you have that download, you're going to click the first link. Click download Blender 2.8 beta, and then it's going to be the first link, or like the first one. Just go ahead and click it, and it should start downloading right here at the bottom left of your screen. I'm gonna come back whenever this is done downloading and just let it download. Once it's downloading, it might pop up right here, or it might just open up itself. It's gonna look like something different. You're gonna press the folder, and then this will open. But it's gonna open up a WinRAR, and you open that WinRAR folder, and it will bring you into this, and you're gonna extract it to your desktop, or you can just scroll down and click Blender. Once it's started up, you're going to need some models, so you can go ahead and join HeFix's server. I'm going to leave the link to that in the description. You're going to go to model downloads, just scroll up. As you can see, there's some model downloads here, and then just go ahead and get this link, copy, and then paste it here, and then you get a model, and you can just download all of them at once if you want to, and then you just go ahead and download it down here. If you have two monitors, go ahead and just like drag it over to your other monitor. And then you can do, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go on my other monitor and then drag it into the folder. The folder that I dragged it into is Blender models. So just create a folder somewhere and then just like glue it into the folder and then just like drag it in there. It's not letting me because I'm on the same monitor, but if you want to, just go ahead and go to downloads, go to Raptor here, and then copy it, and then go ahead and just paste it. I would recommend creating a folder just for a shortcut if you want. You absolutely have to. Once you have a model downloaded, go to File in Blender and then Open, and then go ahead and press any model that you want. Some models you're gonna have to add the textures yourself because they are missing the textures. But let me open up one that I already have. Okay, so this one is already set. Once you first open it, it's gonna look like this. You're gonna want to click on the bones like that, go to pose mode, and then you're gonna click the little running man over here, display names octahedral, and then you just zoom in, pose it however you want the arm to be and stuff like that. I'm not gonna do any posing right now, but if you want to, go ahead and do that. Once you've done all your posing and stuff, go to back to object mode, add camera, and then you're gonna go ahead and just drag your camera wherever you want it to like be looking at whenever you render, because this is what it's gonna look like whenever you're rendering. So whatever you do here is what it's gonna look like. So like, and then you click here, and that's how you know it's gonna look like when you're rendering. So you just you can move it like over here and see where it's actually gonna be at. And after you're done posing, you can just move it back and forth to zoom, like see how big you want it. Just you can do whatever you want. And then I would recommend going over here to this one, this like room over here. Click this. I don't know if y'all gonna see that, but like this, the one that I'm clicked on right here. It's gonna look like it's like really bad, and it's because it's trying to render. And some PCs can't handle this. But what you're gonna do is add light and then area, and then you're just gonna drag that. Try to drag it like directly above if you can. If you're wondering how I'm moving, I'm clicking down on my mouse wheel, and then I'm looking up, and then to move like this, hold shift and click down, or you can just look around and then drag like up and down like this, up to you. Alright, now that you have a light above, I would recommend going, I do this, I go to, where do I go? I think it's this first one right here. Make sure you turn the render up to like 250-ish, and then turn the viewpoint to like 16. Excuse me. And then you're going to go to colored management, and you're going to turn this to film. That helps out a little. And then you can just move it up a little, and then you can kind of see like more render stuff, what it looks like. If I put it on Filmic, it looks different. It looks more like there's less stuff, so just make sure you put the top one on film. And then if you add another light, I would recommend, I'm not going to put all the lights in right now, I would recommend putting one right here in the front, and then one right here, and then one right here, and then the one on top. Make sure only the one on top is set to film. And if you add another light, make sure the render, don't add all of the lights on film, and make sure you put the render on 250 and the viewpoint on 10. After that's done, you're going to go ahead and click render, and then render image. Depending on your computer, it depends how long it will take to completely render. It should render as a PNG. I don't know why it's rendering as having a background right now. That's weird. Oh, I remember. You have to go to film and then turn on transparency. Film, transparency. And you're going to click render image. I'm going to come back to you after this is done rendering, and I'll be right back. Alright, now that you're done rendering, it should render, and then you're going to go in and you can add more lights and add just whatever y'all want to add the lights at, and go to image, save as, and then just save it where you want to save. I'm not going to save it since I already have multiple saved that I can use, but you know what to do normally. If you're in need of some CCs, go ahead and check the link in the description. I'll leave a link to Hefix's CC pack. It's a really good CC pack with some good CCs. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this one right here. And you can depending on what you're using, you can just use different CCs, test out different CCs. I'm personally going to use this one right now. I think it just looks really good. You just mess around with the CCs. I use green and orange, my CC, and orange and blue a lot. Those are some good ones. So just mess around with it. If you're in need of backgrounds, I'm also going to link a link to my Discord. We give some backgrounds out in there too. If you enjoyed this tutorial and it was helpful, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. Appreciate all y'all watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.